Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review. This is the Arab-Israeli Wars, tank battles in the Mideast from 1956 to 1973. It's from Avalon Hill. I picked it up at, I think it was the Games Plus auction, I think, for $11. So let's see what it's about. Now you can refight the battles that determine the fate of nations, victories that strike like lightning if you can win them. Like the victories of Israeli arms in 1956 and 1967, battles that were mammoth struggles for crossroads and passes, and battles that were pinprick raids. The military forces of Egypt, Israel, Jordan, and Syria are yours to command. Can you lead them to victory in the battles that shape the Mideast today? So it says in each game you get 450 counters, and it's got a huge map and so forth. So let's see what's inside. No, I haven't really looked through it. I know it's got lots of counters. Counters have standard military symbols. Looks like it has dispersed counters and spotted, so there's informational markers also. Looks like Israeli and opposing forces. Includes 1 dice. And looks like this is the rules, design notes, and campaign data. It's actually a pretty big rule book compared to some of the earlier Avalon Hill games. So it starts out talking about the playing pieces, and then talks about the sequence of play. That's what we're interested in. Sequence of play: first player fire phase, first player movement phase, second player fire phase, second player movement phase. And that's pretty much it. And now it's going into movement in more detail. And combat. And terrain effects on combat. And direct fire attacks. Standard rules. So what were the other rules? Oh, so there's basic rules and standard rules. Oh, okay, that seems more Avalon Hill-like then. So 7 pages of basic rules, and then the rest are, well, they call them standard rules. I assume that's like advanced rules. Looks like this has drift diagrams, off-board artillery, close assaults, overruns, split move and fire, morale, neutral counters. And it's going over the Suez Canal. I guess there's special rules for that. Oh, there is advanced rules too, so there's actually 3 rule sets in here. This has air units, and special units, and indirect fire additions, and more on the Suez crossing and construction engineers. And now it's got some optional rules: anti-tank howitzers, wire-guided missiles, helicopters down, nap of the earth flying, new units, mine layers, smoke. Looks like these are scenarios here. So this has got a lot to it. Chinese farm. If I recall correctly, that was actually Japanese originally. I guess the Israelis found some writing there and they thought it was Chinese, but it was actually Japanese writing. That's the story I read a while back. And it ends with some designer notes. It's got some stuff about the Suez Canal hexes and bank hexes, and then it's talking about some of the game function markers here. I think this is about the units. I haven't read the rules yet, so I'm just kind of seeing this for the first time. Here's a weapon effectiveness chart. Terrain effects chart, and the turn record track is down there. That's kind of odd. And here's some more charts here. So if you're putting a counter on this to keep track of turns, if you got to turn this way, the counter goes flying. So that's kind of weird that they did it like that. This has a line of sight chart, sighting effects, morale, combat results table. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Map is mounted, but it looks like it's in 4 pieces. I assume this is so you can organize it in different ways. And 4th one's there. So this looks pretty decent for the 11 bucks I paid for it. I don't know when I'm going to get to try it. It's probably going to be a while, but this is definitely something I want to try because I'm interested in this period. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please click like on it if you liked it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, have a good evening.